You know, teaching about men are from Mars and women are from Venus. Yeah. So in the book of Esther, there's this King Xerxes, or some people call the king Ahasuerus in their mistranslation. And then there's like this Vashti person. I'm going to suggest that Vashti was actually Venus. Okay? And I'm also going to suggest that Esther might be God, and that Xerxes did not reject Venus. And perhaps Esther is the Xerxes also. Also, in the book of Esther, I'm going to suggest that Xerxes did not want Venus to be sexually exploited in front of everyone. But perhaps something really bad happened to Xerxes. Like maybe there was like a camera head thing going on. You know, the Eye of Providence. And then Xerxes became the Esther. Still loved Venus. And maybe Esther was hypnotized to save the Jews or the Messianic Jews. But that was really the people that's like murdered God. Okay, so Esther got pissed off at Haman because Haman is really the enemy, and there was like a bunch of Hamans that posed as the Jews. So Haman was mixed in with the Jews and might be the teaching of the Jews in some way, because the manipulation of God, of the Godhead, you know, to hypnotize the Godhead, to look through the Godhead and try to control the king or the queen of, oh, maybe the United States of America or something like that. The rightful person that's supposed to be the president. Okay, might be God. One nation under God. And there were manipulative people that interfered with the Godhead and the offspring of God and the soulmates of God. Okay. All right. Okay, so there was this teaching that God wanted man and woman to reproduce. Okay, so if that's so, you know, back in the book of Genesis, maybe the mistranslation was that men are supposed to have a wife or something. Like Mars is supposed to invade Venus. No, 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 no. Mars is supposed to be Mars. Venus is supposed to be Venus. They're separate. They're not supposed to be uniting. That's why all the married couples got miserable. They weren't happy. They weren't with their kind. See what happened? So I'm going to suggest that because people did not know the truth and they believed a lie about history, and including historical content in what people call the Bible, because they believed a lie about God, that God would not be intimate with, for example, women, okay? So the book of Xerxes, or the book of Esther, okay, is about this king that might be the Esther also, okay, might be God, because God is both genders, okay, and God loved Venus. God loved the women, a certain group of women that Mars tried to manipulate God against, because God might have been like crowned at birth, okay? This is just a glimpse of my version of the book of Esther and what I know to be God. And this sounds like to the biblical scholars or to the religious, this might sound totally pagan. But Esther is like the Ishtar, is like the Easter. Esther is not Jewish. Esther might be God, not religious. Okay? Hence some kind of miracle Passover that the Jews call Passover, but it might be described as something else to God. Okay? Alright, that's just the glimpse. That's just the beginning.